Well, hello you gorgeous mother truckers you, and welcome to another video. Got a little bit of a manic day today, so we'll get what we can get recorded when we can do it. So, because of our new, blatantly obviously weak leader in Keir Jelly Spine Starmer, 67 MPs, should I rephrase that, 67 traitors to this country have demanded a refugee visa scheme very similar to the one that we use for the Ukrainians, who are actually involved in a war, to allow Gazans, Palestinians, to come live here. Yeah, exactly. Without doubt, the worst idea ever. You see, you'll find in the Middle East an awful lot of the countries around Palestine will go, oh, you know, free Palestine and all this, that and that, all on the side of them, only because they hate Israel more than they do the Gazans. But you do also notice that when anything ever happens, they don't have any of them at all. In fact, Egypt's wall between itself and Palestine is actually higher than the Israeli one, and is also 4 walls deep. Because that just should give you an indication of what the rest of the Middle East thinks of Palestinians and Gazans. Everywhere they go, they've caused trouble. They went to Lebanon and tried to cause an uprising in Lebanon. They went to Kuwait in the 90s, and then basically when Saddam Hussein invaded, actually went on Saddam's side and actively tried to destroy Kuwait, which after the war, because we all turned up and did some serious hard work for a few hours, they realised and remembered the Kuwaitis did what they did, and they kicked all of them out. I think it was over 300,000. And we've had it in Denmark. They had some only about 300 something, to find out that a quarter of them had been put in prison. Most of them, a lot of them had been fines for being criminals, and the vast majority of them, bit like now, were languishing on benefits and haven't actually done anything. They are literally the scum of the earth. I mean, I have zero sympathy for the Palestinians whatsoever. Let me just pause there for a moment while I go and grab the popcorn for the inevitable tirade of abuse that I'm about to get because I said that. But the simple truth of the matter is, they are. You can't, and I've said this on many occasions, you can't run up to a hornet's nest, kick it, and then complain that the hornets have come out and stung you, because that's what they're going to do. Even more so, slightly different here, is in this case, the hornets actually said to you proactively, do not come kick our nest because we will come and kill you. But they didn't listen. And to be fair, it also, in my eyes, has shown the MSM up for their hypocrisy, because they're all very pro this, pro that, and they're very much getting their information from the Palestinian Health Organisation and all that, which is just basically Hamas. Yeah, funny enough, just a couple of days ago, some IDF troops got shot while protecting a food convoy by Hamas, killed, and yeah, tumbleweeds on that one. But the simple truth of the matter is, no, we've got enough shit, third world crap in this country. At the moment, we don't need any more, especially not people with a proven track record for causing shit wherever they go. That's why no one wants them. But this is all down to having a absolutely weak and ineffectual leader. They've seen that he will U-turn on everything, so that gives them the opportunity and the ability to say this, because they really genuinely think, and it's also extremely possible, that the arsehole will actually cave. He will actually allow this to happen, which is just like beggars belief. I'd say it beggars belief, but it doesn't, does it really? Let's be honest. It doesn't beg a belief at all. And what's even more worrying is I kind of half expect him to say yes. Because this government's very good speciality is appeasing the Muslims and appeasing foreign pressure groups into allowing even more of their number in so they can destroy this country. And it's as simple as that, which is why anyone on the Labour Party who isn't vocal about being against immigration, so that's all of them, are traitors. You're traitors to this country. And now I will be unapologetic when I say I love my country. I love my country for my countrymen. I love England for the English as much as I'd like Scotland for the Scottish, Wales for the Welsh, and Ireland for the Irish, both northern and southern. And this deliberate replacement of us isn't acceptable. And I will only align myself to those people who will say that immigration, or should I say getting rid of immigration, is their priority. And if you say it can't be done, like Farage did, it's impossible, just have a look at America. In 8 days, they built a containment centre to put them in before they deport them. And they've done it in the middle of the Florida Everglades. One road in, one road out, yeah, and an airstrip. That's it. And it's surrounded. I mean, no, forget about it. I mean, they call it Alligator Alcatraz because it's surrounded by alligators. But even then, just trying to survive in the flipping Everglades, bad enough. So it can be done. As I said earlier, as I alluded to earlier, the Kuwait has kicked out over 325,000 Palestinians out of their country within a month after the Gulf War. So it can be done. You just need bollocks to do it. And unfortunately, we've got no bollocks in this country whatsoever. Not politically, in any case. So unless you're or should I say anti-immigration, and you actually want to keep this country for those who live here, I'm not going to support you in any way, shape or form. Which is why I will support UKIP, and which is why I will support Reform Britain, which is the new organisation, which isn't political, which means any of you can join it if you want to just say, and this is what we need, a rallying cry. But we'll do another video on that later. Any case, 2 videos popping up there if you want to give them a watch. If you like what I'm saying and doing, you hit the logo there. You can subscribe also down below. Once you've subscribed, don't forget to hit the notification bell. And if you have it on mobile, make sure it's set on your mobile as well, because otherwise you won't get a notification. You can like, you can share, you can pass comments, because apparently now some of them are actually staying up long enough for people to actually read them, which I think is really, really nice. And with that, I'm done. So, as I look forward to another really busy day, until the next one.